Brock Lesnar has just delivered what many are calling the most brutal and commanding power statement in WWE history, and the shockwaves of this moment are still rattling through every corner of the locker room. Without any hint of warning, the Beast incarnate returned to WWE television and unleashed a destruction so devastating on Bron Breakker that the entire roster has been left terrified, confused, and forced to reassess where they stand in the company hierarchy. This was not just an attack born out of rage or ego, this was a carefully orchestrated demonstration of dominance, a clinical reminder that no matter how many new stars WWE attempts to elevate, there is only one apex predator who dictates the order of things when he decides to return. Bron Breakker, who WWE had handpicked and packaged as the face of the future, the next big thing destined to carry the company for years to come, was mercilessly used as an example, a sacrificial offering to reinforce Lesnar's kingdom. And here is the part that will make many fans furious: this was not a surprise to management. Backstage whispers confirm that WWE executives were aware Lesnar intended to make this statement and they allowed it, prioritizing their fear and reliance on him over the protection of their rising talents. Breakker's credibility, momentum, and trajectory were sacrificed for the sake of appeasing the company's most dangerous and unpredictable performer, solidifying Brock's place at the very top once again. The impact of this destruction goes far beyond physical injuries, it was psychological warfare at its purest form. Every wrestler watching realized in that moment that no amount of pushes, no corporate investment, and no fan support would shield them if Brock decided to set his sights on them. His target was not chosen randomly either. Bron Breakker symbolized everything WWE's new generation aspired to be: young, strong, charismatic, and a long-term cornerstone. By demolishing him so ruthlessly, Lesnar didn't just crush one man, he shattered the confidence of an entire era of WWE hopefuls. The assault began the second his music hit and he marched to the ring with the cold precision of a predator who had been plotting this moment. His eyes carried no rage, only focus, and the realization that Breakker had been marked as prey was clear in the young star's expression. The first German suplex was delivered without build-up, with Brock hurling Breakker across the ring like a ragdoll, the sound echoing as if to announce to every competitor that their fates could mirror his. What followed was a relentless onslaught of 12 consecutive German suplexes, each more violent than the last, each accompanied by Lesnar glaring directly into the hard camera, making sure the world and every wrestler backstage understood his message. Nobody dared come out to save Breakker, proving that Brock's aura of fear had already paralyzed the locker room. When he finished it with a thunderous F5, it wasn't simply a finishing move, it was a punctuation mark on a statement that re-established the pecking order and reminded everyone who rules the kingdom of sports entertainment. What made it even more chilling was the aftermath. Lesnar didn't leave immediately, he stood towering over Breakker's lifeless body, arms crossed, like a conqueror surveying his conquered land. The cameras zoomed in on the faces of wrestlers backstage, their fear and resignation telling the story that words could not. Officials did nothing until Brock left on his own terms, proving that the entire sequence was allowed to unfold as part of a deliberate show of force. Even the medical team moved cautiously, afraid that rushing in too quickly might reignite Brock's fury. Backstage reactions have ranged from respect to fear, with veteran stars admitting that they were reminded why Brock has always been untouchable, while younger talents were left shaken, some even questioning their own futures after witnessing what looked like a career-shattering moment for Breakker. Creative insiders claimed Triple H and management were not only aware of this but approved it, believing it re-established order within a roster that had begun to see itself beyond the shadow of part-timers. By breaking Breakker, Brock symbolically crushed any belief that the new generation was truly in charge. The implications are massive. Breakker's once bright confidence has been described as shattered, his momentum derailed at the very moment he was supposed to ascend. Lesnar, on the other hand, has skyrocketed back to the top of the food chain, his stock within the company stronger than ever. Fans have been split. Loyal Lesnar supporters cheer his violent return while those invested in Breakker's rise are furious at the sacrifice of young talent. Social media has exploded with debates, outrage, and admiration, with many pointing out that management chose to reinforce Lesnar's dominance rather than continue building the next generation. Merchandise and betting odds have already shifted, Lesnar's sales soaring while Breakker's tanked, and oddsmakers now immediately installing Brock as the favorite in any future championship pursuits. Sponsors are thrilled by the buzz, creative teams have been forced to rewrite storylines, and locker room morale has shifted into silence, with previously outspoken talents now suddenly subdued in fear of becoming the next target. What Brock Lesnar did wasn't just another shocking moment, it was a coldly calculated reset of WWE's hierarchy. The Beast incarnate reminded everyone, from the youngest rookie to the most seasoned veteran, that this company is still his territory whenever he chooses to claim it. Breakker's future now hinges on whether he can recover from this humiliation, but the ripple effects of this power statement will continue to spread across the industry, reminding everyone that in WWE, there is only one true alpha, and his name is Brock Lesnar.